Good morning from day 128 on the Appalachian Trail. I'm here with my good friend Boston Bud, who has been our trail hero for the last 3+ days, and just want to thank you personally for helping out and rescuing us, and also just making sure we have everything that we need so that we can continue on our way to Mama Kay. So thank you so much, and
you're welcome.
Can I have a hug?
Absolutely.
And off we go. Bye, Boston Bud. What a good man. Back on trail and into the woods we go. Okay, we have a 10-mile hike to do today before we get to Hiker's Welcome, where we will be taking a Nero in order to get everything ready for us to enter into the White Mountains, or as people like to say, the Whites. Yeah. Everybody loves to, intimidate you about the White Mountains. And I'm not gonna lie, they got us. We are anxious and excited. I don't know if we're ready, but we want to do whatever we can to make sure that we are. And so we've been taking all the precautions that we can. And when we get there, we'll talk more about those. So, but until then, we got 10 miles to do. So let's get this started. How about with some mud? Lots and lots of mud. What did you call this earlier? A slop fest? First hill complete. Okay, got 2.5 miles done, quarter of the way done. Just gotta do that 3 more times. So I mentioned earlier that we've been doing some things in order to prepare to go into the Whites. One of the things you may have already seen is that we did a shakedown on Butterfly's backpack. Well, we did an additional item shakedown to her backpack, and we removed her tent. And you're probably like saying, what? Well, let me explain. What we did is we decided that she has an amazing tent. She has a Durston 2.5-person tent. We actually call it the Palace. It's huge. Now, Lucky Dragon, also has a tent. She has a freestanding tent. And it's a good tent too. And it was given to her. And it's kind of heavy. But it's a good tent. But the two of them decided together that they could share a tent. And Dragon offered to carry Butterfly's tent in order to take off some weight from Butterfly so that her foot can continue to heal, which I thought was really sweet. So Dragon went ahead and mailed her tent home, and will be carrying the tent, the Durston tent. And for the last couple of nights, or I guess it was last night and then 2 nights ago, they both slept in the Durston, and it worked great. So that's been one change that's been made. And then tonight at the Hiker's Welcome, we're going to do a shakedown on Dragon's backpack. I don't know if she's going to let us take anything out of her backpack, because she's very fond of all of her things. but she's willing to let us go through them. Oh, and Stitch did say that he would show you what's in his pack, but I think he likes everything that's in his pack, so I don't know if he'll let go of anything. More mud. Okay, we're about 5 miles into our hike today, and it's been pretty chill, really. Mainly just mud, roots, rocks, trees to go over or under. Nothing, crazy to show you. So I'm pretty happy about it so far. We'll see what the second half has to offer. Stay tuned. Alright, we just stopped for a nice little snack break and hydrated with some water. And now we are going to finish the last 4.5 miles or so of the hike and get ourselves into Hiker's Welcome. We got a little bit of an uphill. I think it's about 1.5 miles up, maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping it's a nice chill uphill. It's hard to say. Hey, basically second half we have more mud. More mud. Yeah. What was that you said? Whoa.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it sucks you in.
It did.
This is different mud than Vermont. Here's roots. Okay, we are summiting Mount Mist. There's no real view up here other than the woods, but it wasn't too bad of a climb. That's funny. Okay, less than 2.5 miles to go, and it's going really great. Yeah, other than starting to get kind of really humid, but we're gonna be there like, I'm thinking in an hour, maybe less, so not too worried about overheating or anything. Still have plenty of water, and it's gonna be mostly downhill. We have a tiny uphill left, but it's like 200 feet, so we'll be fine. And then, hostel time. Of course, the last mile will be the hardest. Alright, and we're coming up to the road. Okay, now we got a bit of a road walk just so that we can get to the Hiker's Welcome Hostel. Now, I'm cool with that because I'm ready to get there. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and chug some water though because it is hot. It's supposed to be the hottest day today. And here we are, Hiker's Welcome Hostel. Alright, well we just got to Hiker's Welcome Hostel and got checked in, and feeling just relieved to be here finally. And also, when we got here, found my package from my friend Smoky Mountain Angel. She sent a package with a bunch of resupply options, and I cannot wait to open it. Okay, and now here we are with Miss Dragon, Lucky Dragon herself. And the backpack, what did you name your backpack?
This is Big Bertha.
Big Bertha. You all have seen Big Bertha because you've commented on Big Bertha a lot, okay? Yeah. You're like, what in the world is that girl carrying? And why is it so big? Why is it bigger than her? Well, she has finally agreed to show us what's in her pack. And I have asked Miss Butterfly if she will actually video this so that I can, maybe talk to Lucky about, well, have an intervention about what's in her pack. And you don't have to send any of it home, but we're just going to talk through it. Okay, so here we go.
Okay. So this is Bertha. She's like a little over 30 pounds of love, and some of the stuff that she's been carrying isn't the most useful. I maybe not have used a lot of it in a while, but you know, it's just part of her, and she's a character, so I guess we'll just start with that.
What kind of pack are you carrying?
So this, actually, I got it, there wasn't really too much thought that went into it. I got it used, it was pretty cheap. It's about 70 liters, it's an Osprey. It's a man's large, so that is why it kind of towers over me. But it was cheaper than if I got a new 50-liter one, so I took it. I thought it was a very nice find. And yeah, so now she's here.
Okay.
But anyway, I guess we'll start with dissecting the head.
The brain.
Doing some brain surgery already.
Bertha's got a big brain. She's a smarty.
Mega mind.
Yes. I actually used to have patches on her, but they fell off like within 2 weeks, so they're no longer patches. But that's the brain, so I keep everything that I usually will want to have like handy in there. So I've got just a bag of toilet paper I stole from a hotel.
Full roll.
There's a full roll. I got some Uno covers.
Uno.
We've used them.
Twice? Oh,
We
yes,
played
twice.
with it twice. Yeah, so it's good. This is my wallet. Usually there's a lot more quarters and change in here. I use the quarters for laundry and also for opening up my beer can. I'm actually surprised I have 0 quarters. That's why I have 1 quarter. You guys need to give me more quarters.
I know, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's there. I have a kind of like toiletry kit, but it's falling apart, so I'm gonna have to scoop everything back in there. This is my med kit too. I have like a couple band-aids and Neosporin and a little bit of tape. Oh, I also have like a half toothbrush because I'm really ultra light.
Dragon. You too. I also have the half toothbrush.
I'm really focused on reducing weight.
I love it.
I've got a spoon that's free floating.
Whoa! How long has that been in there?
I don't know. I have a giant sunscreen that I've used maybe twice. Butterfly was very kind and gave me a bug net. I'm waiting for it to get super buggy before I try this out. So excited for that. Got some free floating goldfish that I snack on. I got my tortillas. I put all my lunch stuff in here because it's easy to get out. And some tuna. This is my AT paper map. This is the only thing I use to get me through the trail. And as you can see, it's very thin right now because we're nearing the end, which is crazy to think about.
The 2025 guide, by the way.
This is a year out of date. But that's okay. It's mostly accurate. I got my electrolytes. This is a bandana I was actually given at Stanimals. He's the guy there, I'm not sure what his name is.
I didn't stay there, so I don't know.
I think it was Boomhauer.
Yeah, he was seeing that I was wearing...
You stayed there, sis. Anyway.
Did I?
That's where we met, girl.
Oh, I stayed there. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, a guy from Stanimals, he saw that I would wear this headband, so he gave me this one for free. And I like it because it's the Appalachian trail. So, yeah, this is really nice. So I carry that. I've got an emergency cookie. Some more emergency cookies.
Whoa, can I see the emergency cookies again?
Dude, you want to see my There's only a couple in here left.
Okay, no
I've had
worries.
quite a
I
few of
zoomed
them.
in too much. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. No, you're fine. These are some crackers. Then I've got a bunch of Ziploc baggies. These are my multivitamins. I started taking these because I was getting like restless leg syndrome, so I thought maybe I just was not having enough vitamins. So those are in there.
Did it work?
I don't know. I think some days it does, but I don't take them very often because I have a lot left. So, yeah, I probably would if I was better about that. I got my headphones. I've had to tape them together a few times. But that connects to my music phone, which is separate from my actual phone. Because these don't pair with my other phone, so I have to use this one. That's a whole story in of itself. But anyway, that's the brain. Actually, no, it's not the full brain.
There's more. There's
I have a secret book I've been carrying for a
What?
bit. It's called the title. But this is The Incredible Journey. It was left one of the shelter boxes to read, and so I picked it up and I've been reading it occasionally. So that's the head. Part 2.
Okay. I can't believe all of that fits in there.
brain.
That's crazy. Just imagine what's in the big part of
It actually isn't that much. Most of it's in the brain. So, we go into the body here. And, going like this. This is my clothes bag. Yeah. I don't know if I should go through that, but I've got like a couple other pairs of shorts, and then a couple pairs of shirts. There's another long sleeve, just like in town shirt, and then a short sleeve shirt. And then I've got about 3 pairs of socks, which has been nice now that it's been super muddy. And yeah, I think that's oh, and I have my puffy, which is also something I'm going to keep because it's my only warm thing that I have besides this. Yeah. This is my sleeping pad. It's very tall. I'll demonstrate. And then I carry a beer canister, which I've grown very attached to because it's got all my stickers on it. You can kind of see my journey from the stickers. And look, promoting the brand.
Yep.
I need one of those too.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's my beer can. I have my sleeping bag. And this compression sack that it's in, I was actually given this by Rev. He was shown in some earlier videos, so he left it at a hotel for me to kind of help compact things in my bag a little bit more, which is really kind, so I've been using that. And it does help. Still a little clunky, but that's mainly my own fault. And then we get to the bottom part. This isn't my tent. This is actually shout out to Butterfly, her palace. I've been carrying it to help kind of reduce the weight on her pack. And it actually is lighter than my tent, so I sent that home recently too. So that's been pretty nice. And then here I've got my water camp shoes. They're very light and they didn't cost me anything, so these have been nice. And I have my kitchen. There's a journal in my kitchen that I no longer use. Yeah, I'll send that home, probably. Oh, I don't know if you guys want to see my pot. This is my my special pot that I use to cook. It's kind of cute. It's like a little cauldron. And then I've got some fuel. Gonna set these here.
Whoa, you have 3 cans?
Well, you gave me an extra one.
I didn't know you already had an extra one. One, 2, 3.
It's too many. You're not carrying that many cans.
That happened. These are my electronics bag. I do think I'm gonna send home my headlamp because I don't use it. Yeah.
Wow.
And now we get to the fun stuff.
Is that?
Oh, there's more?
Wait. Oh, that's a power bank. Okay.
This is my water bottle. It's only a ½ liter, so I can save on weight.
Yeah, okay.
And it's been working, as you can tell. I've got a rain cover for my pack because nothing in my pack has lining in it. Then we get into this back compartment. In a moment of weakness, I got these little grow cat. Oh my gosh, they're starting to.
Uh-oh.
Like maybe it got a little bit wet, so they're trying to come out. But
When it rained? Oh no.
we have to do these sometime because these are my zoo animals, and they make me happy.
Okay, we should probably do those.
Yeah. And then this was a gift from my friend.
What are we killing?
I've used it once to open up a stubborn electrolyte packet. But shout out to Tucker. I hope he's well. I appreciate that he got this for me. So that's coming to Katahdin.
Oh my
And
gosh.
hopefully I won't need to use
Well, I
it.
know where to grab if I need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
moly.
And then I got my water filter stuff. I use the Sawyer bags.
She uses the Sawyer bags.
Yeah, one of
Shout
them
out to
has.
Sawyer.
Shout out to Sawyer. Please do sponsor us. I have my Sawyer filter. I took off the blue tag again, same weight. So. And in my snack pockets, I have snacks. But I also am a little surprised if I can find it. It's kind of
Oh my gosh.
buried in there. I used to keep a stick that I carried from Georgia in here, but I lost it at some point and I'm not sure when. So I no longer have that stick, but I was hoping to carve it. My little Jesus that somebody gave me in Shenandoah, one of our trail angels.
Yeah.
So
Pete and repeat.
Pete
You're
and-
actually going to see them tomorrow.
Pete and Repeat got this for me, and yeah, we're gonna see them tomorrow. So really excited about that. And it was very kind of them to carry that with me too. Oh, just the rundown. It's birthday, and I wouldn't want any other backpack. So yeah.
So, is anything going home, or is all of that going to Katahdin?
Well, now that you mention it, maybe 1 or 2 things can probably go. So
Maybe a gas can or 2 can stay.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the. I don't know.
I mean,
I'll send my journal.
Maybe the book? The book perhaps?
we'll use the grow tabs.
Yeah, we'll use those.
We'll use those
sometime.
maybe. Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay. Well,
But
thank you for being vulnerable and showing us what's in your pack. And you
Yeah.
carried it this far. I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm extremely impressed. I think it might be more than 30 pounds.
I haven't checked
You don't have
for a
to.
long time.
It's probably best not to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and especially to Butterfly too for videoing this. And
Yay.
all right. Well, here's to 400 more miles. Well done, Dragon.